We are building the card game called War for the YByte Python curriculum, available at www.ybyte.in. Previously, we created a deck of cards, which was a single list that contained all the 52 cards of the card playing cards. Now, just like in any other game, whenever we play card games, we start first by shuffling the cards, which means to mix them around. Let's see how we do that in this video. In fact, shuffling a list is very, very easy in Python because there's a ready-made function available inside the random module. So all I'm going to do really is that I'm going to import random so that I get access to those functions. And then I'm going to call this method called random.shuffle with deck of cards. And let's see this working because this is really quite interesting. So for example, let's say I have this deck of cards available here. Like I said, I must first import the random module. So I go and say import random. Now I I have my deck of cards created. Let's say I did random dot shuffle, say deck of cards. Now let's see this working. So notice, my deck of cards has been created, but now I'm looking at it after the shuffling has happened. So if I look at say deck of cards, you'll notice that it has all got mixed up because really that's what we wanted. So it's like somebody, took them and mixed them around. In fact, shuffling is quite a fascinating thing in itself. People do this quite artistically as well, but here all we need is to just use this random shuffle, and you can see that the length of this list has not changed. It's a deck of cards because all that has happened is that these cards have been moved around, and you can clearly see that having happened here. The interesting bit is that it's the same list with the same name that we can still use, and this now represents a shuffled a set of cards. But before I wrap this up, there is something for you to think about, some food for thought. Let's say we did not have this random.shuffle functionality. How will we achieve this? Now, please do think about this and try to implement that in your projects. I'll be very happy to discuss these ideas with you, but I'll give you a broad idea. Basically, what you would do is that you pick an item at random. So let's say random card, place it in another list, pick another item, but this time make sure that the previous item has not been picked again because otherwise that will cause problems, and continue till all the items have been selected. Now, uh, amazingly, this thing is actually very, very similar to a memory game in the Scratch curriculum where we have this character that goes to different buildings and we make sure that it goes to a building only once. The logic used is extremely, extremely similar. Like I said, I'll be extremely happy to discuss this with you in case you want to work on this. If you find that this way of learning by building activities, applying concepts is interesting for you, do look at our website www.ybyte.in because we learn Python programming through fun activities just like this. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.